May buntag Sugbo and the rest of Central Visayas. Once again, welcome to our weekly kapihan sa PIA na nanukad karon sa PIA 7 Regional Office sa Cebu City. Kini si Joanna Rose Lopez, inyong host for today's kapihan. I would also like to greet our followers and viewers at our FB page via Philippine Information Agency Region 7 FB page o Radyo Pilipinas Cebu FB page. Inyong usab kining mapaminaw, delayed broadcast 9 a.m. every Saturday via DYMR 576 kHz sa inyong mga radyo. We would also like to acknowledge our very own PCO Acting Secretary Dave Gomez and our very own Director General Catherine Chloe Di Castro, as well as our Regional Head, Ms. Payat Winyan, and our Assistant Regional Head, Ms. Rachel Ross. Our second episode of Kapihan today would like to focus on the topic with PDEA 7. So our topic is International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking or IDA.8. So our panelists for today's Kapihan, the Health Education and Promotion Officer 3 of the Cebu Provincial Anti-Drug Abuse Council, Ms. Noeli Iglupas Ibanez. Good morning, ma'am. Our second panelist would be Mr. Greg Rodriguez, the Executive Director of the Cebu City Office of Substance Abuse Prevention. And Investigation Agent 3, Sir Jonar V. Quezon, Acting Provincial Officer of PDEA 7. Good morning, ma'am and sir. Sir, for today's topic, would like to have our welcome siguro remarks for the International Day, and maybe we can share about the history of our the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking.
Yes, ma'am, no, maayong buntag again sa atong mga listeners ni atong programa. Kaning gitawag natog idadait o International Day Against Drug Trafficking, Abuse and International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Drug Trafficking is this is a world celebration, no. It is celebrated kada June 26 of a year. Kani siya na himugso because of the UN General Assembly Resolution number 42/112 which was acted on December 7, 1987, no. Ang purpose man gyud niini is to enjoin ang atoang mga international community, no, in strengthening awareness nianing drug abuse. So kada tuig nato ning gi-celebrate, and then ang atoang tema karong tuiga is that world drug problem, persisting issues, new challenges and innovative responses.
Sir, sa ato ang pagsaulog sa International Day against drug abuse and illicit trafficking. Sir, unsay mga kuan siguro nato? Share nato atong activities ana nga. Unsa ni the whole month or katurang specific day ang atong activities ana?
Actually, ma'am, no, ang kanang Ida Diet is celebrated on every June 26, but sa atua karon, since the early of this month sa June, nagsugod na ang atong pagselebrar ni ani. We have been conducting drug abuse prevention education, drug-free workplace program sa mga both the public and the private institution, and then drug abuse prevention sa eskwelahan, sa mga barangays, and this has been done in partnership gyud sa atuang local government, no, sa Cebu City and then sa Cebu Province and in municipalities po sa tibuok probinsya ato naging ginasaulog ni, and then we are doing these activities until karon, until the end of this month.
Sir, sa ato ang pagsaulog ana with the activities, sir, unsa siguro yung makuha ana nila, sir, nga kana ma-accomplish nila ana, sir, kung appeal sila ana, sir, especially sa atong school siguro karon nga medyo rampant na pud ang atong kuan, ang atong mga drug user po or mga kuan na to, mga offices na to regarding ana, sir.
Yes, ma'am, no, kaning atuang pag-celebrate ni ani kung atong tanawon at labi na gyud sa atong eskwelahan nga we are increasing actually the awareness gyud when the dangers of this drug abuse, no, kay daghan man gud nga sa mga estudyante, like the pressing issues karon, grabe na ang influence sa social media, and then kinahanglan we increase gyud ang atuang effort para i-aware nato ning mga kabatan-unan the dangers of using this illegal drugs, no, on the future nga ilang masinati kung mo involved sila niini. So mo ginatong gipangusgan na to increase awareness gyud sa atong mga eskwelahan, sa public, and bisan pa sa mga working kuan, even the public and the private, we're implementing the drug-free workplace gyud kay kanigong kuan most of the time good sa isa ka kanang tao labi nag-working siya naa magud siya sa workplace. So it is important nga i-increase po nato ang awareness diha sa ato ang mga workplace.
Sir, with the activities again gihapon sir, unsay mga scheduled dates nato ana sir, and asa ta padung or asa sila maka-appeal ang mga tao sir or mga company sa ana sir?
So kaning right now naatay mga schedule upcoming no sa ato ang last week naata sa natay kuan sa municipalities sa Puro sa Camotes Island no. We have been conducting to national high schools mga drug abuse prevention, and then even ugma natay drug-free workplace nga seminar nga i-conduct gyapon sa municipality of Poro. And then to those nga kuan nga interested nga mo join aning celebration, pwede ta magkuan ta mag-coordinate ta sa ato sa PIDEA para sa pag conduct ni ini nga mga drug abuse prevention or drug free workplace program para sa kung workplace ang iyahang kuan hisgutan no.
Okay, daghan sa activities sir no karon nga celebration. We siguro transfer ta with the roles of the local government units in the implementation of the government on the anti-illegal drug campaign, siguro with Ma'am Naomi and Sir Greg.
Okay. With regards to implementation of anti-drug abuse na mga programs, no, mga PPAs, when it comes to LGUs, it is a misconception jud na si LGU is enforcement ang program. But in fact, ang role jud ni LGU is very vital because tanan issuances and policies with regards to implementation of programs with regards to, again, anti-drug abuse, is si LGU ang mag-implement. Especially for COSAP, no, sa amo ang mga municipalities and cities under Cebu Province. So sila mismo sa naatay mga city and municipality anti-drug abuse councils nga mao gi nag-lead og implement sa atong mga programs. But for Cebu Provincial Anti-Drug Abuse Division, we are the coordinating body pod with our 50 LGUs and our partner stakeholders, with PDEA, Department of Health, DILG, DepEd, no? So, the role gyud of SIPADAD is the coordinating body to implement, para ang ato ang mga LGUs, among mga 50 LGUs, no, kay insakto ang pag-implement sa mga programs with regards to anti-drug abuse campaigns.
The Cebu City Office of Sales and Service or COSAP is served as the office of the Cebu City government under the mayor's office. Responsible in kana siya na yung gingon nga implementing arm, not only the implementing arm but also the planning and monitoring of the programs in the areas of the Cebu City. So ang Cebu City is around 80 barangays, no. Dagko-dagko pura po na sila mga mayor, no. Gani kayo. But COSAP is more on the program itself, the prevention of the substance use. Not only the prevention, we cater also the referral and treatment and rehabilitation, and also the recovery and the reintegration of our clients. So sa LGU lang po sa Cebu City. So the main purpose of our Honorable Mayor, Dr. Archibald Caron, is ang COSAP for the Cebu City government are planning to make a tangible programs like rehabilitation. So mo na siya ang among rule as what you say ni Ma'am Noily, no, the implementing arm, also the implementing arm of the City Anti-Drug Abuse Council.
Sir, with the implementation of the programs, sir, regarding what are the numbers na lang siguro sa ato ang status na lang sa ato ang mga kanang siguro mga tao nga ni gamit anang mga substances, unsay man ni increase ba or ni decrease ba within Cebu City?
Actually, we don't have any data as of now. May, siguro sa PDEA siguro, but siguro yung the part sa Cebu City, it's I don't know what we dili to maka-saying it's ni taas, no, or kanang nidaghan or nigamay, but we're kanang continuing our programs to make sure nga, of course, not only the anti-drug abuse operation itself, so ang na as part tumugod sa important of activities ang atong advocacy. So okay, because ang advocacy mong God is we can address much more the root cause sa substance use and sa drug use. So mao na nga mong part ang role sa LGU. So that's
We tackle about program sa inyo, sir. Right now, unsay mga best practices di Cebu City siguro with the provincial office po.
okay. Ang karon is International Day of Anti-Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. So tomorrow we have an activity sa Plaza Subo. This is the first time nahitabo sa Cebu City nga we are conducting the EDA-DAIT no, so far. Sa unang panahon is we only have the DAPSI, no? Karon appeal na natong EDA-DAIT. So it's more, this is the major activities. Simultaneously ang live screening tomorrow sa Plaza Sugbo together with the 80 barangays of the Cebu City. So naapod ang atong partners dito, ang DILG, the PDEA, the PNP, and then, of course the Department of Health and other stakeholders. So naa siya sa, it would happen, we will invite you tomorrow 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, Plaza Sugbo.
Okay, mo to yung activities ni Cebu City. Right now, sir, or siguro si Ma'am Naomi, what are siguro the challenges you have encountered right now regarding the issues on drugs?
For si Padad, no, I think one of the challenges yun namo is with the influx of requests sa ng among madawat sa among office, mo follow sad ang lack of manpower, but with the support of our governor, no, very supportive yun si GovPam sa among office and for the fight against illegal drugs. So hinay-hinay sa jud na mo na gina ano ang amo ang mga challenges sa office, with the influx amuan na lang sad pod gina calendar and ginapasabot ang amo ang mga LGUs, since we have 50 LGUs, no, dako-dako gyud ang probinsya sa Sugbo, and we have several programs pod nga ginahandle under si Padad with the issuances pod sa atong mga national agencies. So we have community-based drug rehabilitation program, we have screening, brief intervention, and referral to treatment. No, we have drug-free workplace together with PDEA. We have support sa ato ang mga law enforcement agencies. Also, our strengthening of our local ADACs or our city and municipal anti-drug abuse council. So, since 2016 with the start sa drug sa paglingkod ni previous president, no, Digong, dito gyud nagsugod ang ato ang mga programs mas nanaghan. So karon nga with the new administration and with the support of our governor, ang isa gyud sa challenges is atong mga LGUs nga very active, baghan na kaayo og mga requests for capacity building, no, para i-empower. So isa sa jud sa amo ang goal for this year is to empower all of our LGUs with those programs, and we have been training our LGUs to conduct CBDRP, no, daghan na ta og mga LGUs nga naay mga interventionist, no, gitawag nato na sila og mga interventionist or service providers to conduct the rehabilitation dito sa barangay. So amo ag yung gipaning kamutan nga managhana sila para ang ato ang mga atong gitawag na persons who use drugs can easily access gyud sa ato ang mga services dito pa lang daan sa ato ang sa ilang tagsa-tagsa na barangay. Thank you.
I think to mention naman ni Ma'am Lorena, muhad lang ko little. So this coming July 29 to 30, we are conducting a legal education to the Cebu City law enforcement. So with the speaker, ang atong mga speaker is from mga atong mga prosecutor. No, kaya mamuna siya ang usually needed sa atong mga law enforcement ang kaning ginatawag na to apprehend sa the legal issues mo ma-file. And second, of course, na up to Department of Health, no, nga we are this coming July 28, no, so nasa bloodletting program. So among our clients sa aftercare program and the outpatient program, so we have to engage them to community support, no. So that's, I think, more and more pang mga programs. Ang Cebu City Government Mongod is we are the technical support sa 80 ka barangay. So it's more on capacity building. We want to empower all our 80 barangays to have the ownership of their community-based rehabilitation program. So we train them together with the PDEA, the Department of Health, and so that they have the ownership, no, of their own program.
Yes, I think na share na jud ang programs and advocacies ni Cebu City and the province, no? I think in my end, mauto akong murag di sa akong question, sir, and maybe we can siguro answer some questions from our media partners. Welcome again. So,
Maayong buntag ninyong tanan sa anyone can answer for kani jud siya nga question kay have authorities observed any emerging drug trends or new substances being abused?
Thank you for that question. No? For now, you have been informed nga na ay mga emergence, no, kaning mga mushroom nga mga substances, but this year man pod among na monitor na nawala naman pod kanang mga substances, but as of this moment gyud wala pa gid tayo na monitor nga mga new psychoactive substances except the prevailing drugs gyud no diri sa ato ang community, the three kaning marijuana, the shabu and the ecstasy gyud mo natong gina-monitor.
Other question, sir. Which areas remain priority concerns in the anti-drug campaign?
Actually, no, sa anti-drug campaign na to, priority gyud nato tanan as much as possible. But with regards sa kuan, duha man gud yung atong anti-drug strategy, di ginatawag natong supply and demand reduction. No? For the demand reduction, we as much as possible, we want nga to increase awareness gyud ngadto sa tanan nga area. But for supply reduction, since sa PDEA good, we are constrained pod sa amuang manpower. So ang focus pod is more on sa kung asa gid naga-originate ng mga supply padung adto sa mga gagmayng munisipyo nato, no. So we are focusing sa dire sa duol sa Cebu City, the Talisay on the supply reduction, and then sa north pod is the Consolacion, Liloan, Danao nga kuan nga mga areas mo nang atong mga concern sa supply reduction.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Sir, we have observed a concerning trend where minors are being utilized as runners in the illegal drug trade, presumably because traffickers believe they are untouchable under the law. How do you handle the apprehension of a minor caught in the act of trafficking?
So actually naatay existing nga balaod ano sa paghandle sa minor, and it involves the DSWD sa paghandle ani pag naami ma-apprehend nga minor during anti-drug operation, immediately it is our SOP nga to coordinate with the local social worker para i-turn over gid niya, and we are constrained nga to limit katong mga prohibited nga mga actuations, no, like ipusa sila or ipakita sila sa camera because natay existing nga balaod niya ng mga minors.
Follow-up question, sir. What is the official stance of PDEA regarding the accountability of these minors, and how do you ensure that your operations do not further victimize children who are being manipulated by larger syndicate?
So actually, I cannot say pag yun, no, with the stance sa PDEA with regards to that issue kay ako na kay nang issue, but personally siguro I can say na kaning pag-handle sa minor, I think murag kuan man ang kanang atuang intervention with regards to them nga i-handle sa naamang kuan lang yun nga balaod regarding sa pag-handle nila, no, like ang kinahanglan lagi nato is that naagid unta kaning mga houses bitaw nga mo kuan nila, mo house nila. But right now manggod sa atuang probinsya, I think ang Cebu City lang ang naay CICL, sir, no? And then aside from that, wala na tay laing facility to kuan gid nila. I think mo na tong pangusgan siguro nga whenever there is minor offender atog yung dadon ngadto sa naatay place ba nga ilang dadan where they can be protected, they can be atong usbon ng ilahang kuan kay kanigong mga kabataan una naa pa sila sa process nga to determine pagyud developing pa ang ilang mind ba.
Thank you, sir.
So, kanang, nakoy 2 questions, sir. Okay ra, sir?
Sige.
Sige. So, first, what are the latest accomplishments of PDEA Cebu City Office in the campaign against illegal drugs?
Sige. In the campaign against illegal drugs, no, latest accomplishment for the Cebu province, mago na nga mong latest accomplishment when it comes to supply reduction, we have I think for the semester around dako na gitag na confiscate sa market, no. Last na apprehension na mo last May, that was in Naga City where we were able to confiscate around more or less 20 kilos of these illegal drugs ng shabu, no. But for the demand reduction, naanatay mga programs nga in coordination with the LGUs, daghan na tag mga nakuha, no, na program nga na launch like the Barangay Drug Clearing Program. We are into 24% na lang ata atong drug affected nga mga barangays, but for those remaining na ato yung napa-clear na siya, meaning to say we have placed a program gyud para i-cater ang mga kaning mga persons who use drugs sa ilang community.
Okay, last, sir. What role can ordinary citizens play in reporting illegal drug activities?
Kaning ordinary citizen, pwede gud kaayo sila mo report with sa mga drug personality. No, again, I just like to kanang usbon lang nako gamay ang kanang reporting. Mostly man good when they report, they thought nga they just have to report kaning mga pushers lang, no, kaning mga namaligya. But actually, they can also report katong mga users or kaning mga person who use drugs, because in a scale manggod sa kuan sa drug situation nato, kaning mga person who use drug manggod mao manggod ni ang kaning isa sa mga importante sa link, since diha manggod ma-convert ang drugs into money, di ba? Sa ilahang abot sa ilaha, then they will be the one who will convert these drugs padung sa kwarta. So dapat po nato siyang ma-address. So ang awhag lang nako sa katawhan, we dili kinahanglan nga pushers lang ang atong i-report. Kinahanglan po natong i-report ang atong natay nahibalan nga mga manggamitay kay naatay in place nga program ana, and that program has been downloaded even sa barangays na, no, kaning gitawag nato community-based drug rehabilitation program. So naatay hotline sa PDEA na you can also reach out sa barangays kay naa na sila kanang referral desk in every barangay. We ensure nga naa na referral desk whenever they will report kaning mga persons who use drugs o kaning mga involved or users aning mga illegal drugs, no?
Okay, good morning, sir. So I only have one question. Recently, there was a serious incident in Tacloban katong sa shooting. And after what happened there, sir, how much stricter have you become in monitoring, checking, and implementing rules inside schools here in Cebu? Or do you now have tighter measures, inspections, and policies to ensure students are safe and schools remain strictly drug-free and free from any influence?
Actually, no, dili lang kay tungod na nga issue, but we have been implementing man gyud kani mga drug abuse prevention program sa atong mga eskwelahan, no? And for the school administration, we are encouraging na mo participate sila sa drug-free workplace program. But when it comes to the security in relation ato nga incident, I think the Peace and Order Council sa ato ang mga LGUs nagakonvene na in ensuring those incident happen on other places will not happen sa ato ang area, no? So I think for answering your questions kaning mga measures about atong in relation atong incident that has been addressed na sa atong gina-address na sa atong mga kapulisan, sa atong LG or sa Peace and Order Council, no? Thank you.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much.
Good morning, sir. Ako sa Cebu City. Sir, mga lang ko, sir. Unsay sa inyo ha, Cebu City LGU, unsay process sa inyo hang sir, kaning referral for the users sa mga barangay, unsay system na niya na?
Na may process flow about the referral. So engaged mo sa community gapon sa 80 ka barangays. So the first thing what they do is to seek if someone's family seek for help, they must go to the office, no? And as of now, since January to up to June, there are almost 80, queries going to our office, and about, I think there are 64 of them are only referred na sa atong facility nga cater for free services, so walay bayad, no? So and not only for kaning sa atong mga adult, we have also mga minors po. So ang mga minors lang siguro we can do about amo lang siguro screening and amo lang i-screen, no? Kaya na magay protocol in handling minors. So at the same time amo lang nang i-refer po sa DSWD. But the problem karon sa atong local government units, no? As of now, wala pa gitay facility, no? Or a center for minors, no? Kanang ginatawag nato nga SDEC. Na ang SDEC is a Special Drug Education Center, which is catering ka ng ato mga street mga rugby boys, no? So pwede kuhaon pa na dito and then atong educate and they can go out after pila ka, so wala pa as of now, no? But we are estimating siguro at the end of this year, hopefully we can do that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, sa inyo ha, ma'am, sa province, unsay mga assistance ngayon yung gina-provide, ma'am, for like rehabilitation, reintegration programs?
Okay, different sad sa amo since province level sad mi, different siya with COSAP. So with Cebu Provincial Anti-Drug Abuse Division, with rehabilitation and reintegration, ang amoag yung role sa jud is to empower or to capacitate atong mga LGUs. So kami mismo ang mo-train sa among mga LGU, so together with Department of Health para sila dito sa ato ang mga syudad or sa munisipyo down to barangays is makahatag na sila sa atong gitawag na CBDRP or Community-Based Drug Rehabilitation Program for free and more accessible para sa ato ang mga PWOODs. Also, we are conducting trainings for screening, katong gitawag nato nga SBIRT, no? Screening, referral, screening, brief intervention, and referral to treatment. So, kana sila empowered atong mga LGUs to implement kana na mga programs as well as naatay mga DOH accredited physicians for assessment and management of drug dependence. So for the role of SIPADAD, I think that's it. Capacity building and empowering our LGUs para makatag sa atong mga serbisyo.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am. Last question lang for both Cebu City and the province. If ever mga ilami, sir and ma'am, if you have any significant updates sa atong ongoing implementation sa kaning drug-free workplace program nato.
By the way, ang Drug-Free Workplace is a program of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. So, ang among part lang siguro as the implementing, no, support lang siguro me in terms and orientation. But there are three factors or three aspects in the drug-free workplace. Number one is we make sure nga na ay policy, no? And second, na-conduct po ta og kanang orientation or education program like lectures, no? The same time. So, and the third one, muna ginatawag nato nga there should be DOH accredited laboratory testing. So that kana siya natulong nga factors presence sa isa ka private office or government office. So when we talk about the government office sa Cebu City government, so active kami every month na kami ginatawag nga lecture and drug test among our department offices sa Cebu City. So last week lang gid me nga together with the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, sila man ang atong kaning partners na in terms of drug tests. We drug test the assessor office and the POP, no, Peace and Order Program nga opisina. And the result is walay na positive. So far, so mo namong i-guarantee to the public na ang atong opisina sa Cebu City Government is drug-free.
Now, okay, last question, ma'am. If a minor is caught selling a large quantity of illegal drugs, how does the law handle their case differently from adults? And what role does the DSWD play in the rehabilitation until they reach legal age?
Pwede na to usbon ang question.
Kanang, if a minor is caught, sir, selling a large quantity of drugs, how does the law handle their case differently from adults? And what role does the DSWD play in their rehabilitation until they reach the legal age?
Yes, no, again, naamang tay kuan na naatay existing juvenile justice kanang handling sa minor, no, involved gyud dapat si DSWD regardless kung gamay ang atong nasis niya or dako ang nasis, as long as minor is involved, they should be treated not dili pareha sa adult na naa siya criminal liability, no. Kimo nang kinahanglan ng involvement sa DSWD because they were the agency tasked sa welfare aning atuang mga minors, because what we are kanang gina-promote yun is ato silang i-rescue because they don't have the kanabang kuan ba kana there are several factors manggod nga nang naabot siya ana, and then when we say minor manggod dili pa gina siya pareha sa adult nga kanabang fix na or dili na matreat gani ang iyahang way of thinking, naa pa siya sa developing stage pa ng minor. So we are trying to rescue that minor through the services of the DSWD to correct ang iyahang discernment between right and wrong. So mo nang involved gid siya. But when it comes to criminal liability, I think the law expressly provides mangyod sa ilahang kung i-suspended sentence ba na siya or ikuan, it's up to the court really kung unsaon nila pagkuan na paghatag sa liability, and also in consideration sa discernment nga ihatag nga advice ni DSWD.
Katong sa province ba, katong sa about sa atong drug-free workplace.
Okay. For Cebu Province, fortunately, last year, 2025 of December, we have approved ordinance on drug-free workplace policy. No, so since the approval of our ordinance, nag-start na po dayon mi og random drug testing sa tanan empleyado sa Cebu Provincial Government, including district and provincial hospitals, no. We started our random drug testing with during our peace assembly. I think that was recent lang jud kaayo this year, early this year. We conducted random drug testing sa atong mga empleyado sa Cebu Provincial Government, and nagatuyok-tuyok sad mi. Of course, it's a surprise drug testing, so we included mga hospitals, district and provincial hospitals na mga empleyado gyud. Thank you.
I may add lang sa local government units sa Cebu City, no? Ang Cebu City government is planning to institutionalize the drug-free workplace down to the private sectors, no? Not only the private sectors, apil po na itong mga governments among sa itong mga barangays. So, the City Anti-Drug Abuse Council is planning, no, to make and draft the drug-free workplace policy para ma-institutionalize pareha ang policy, no, among our private sectors. Then required gyud ta og kanang ang among plano gud nga before they can make they can provide the business permit. So amo sang tanawon mo na mo plano, amo sang tanawon if the private institution, kung naaba sila ay palisiya within terms sa drug-free workplace. So,
Nalang ko idugang gamay sa drug-free workplace program, no? A drug-free workplace program, ang yun, kuha na siya. It is mandated magina siya sa atong Republic Act 9165. It is a program for the employer, regardless kung public or private. Kaya ang pinaka-purpose man gud na is to prohibit the use or any sale or possession of illegal drugs in a workplace. Mangod mo nang naatay ginatawag nga mandatory drug testing. Ug kaning mandato na under the Republic Act 9165, it is being reinforced by different issuances, no? Naatay Dangerous Drugs Board issuances, and even for the private sector naatay Department of Labor and Employment issuances, and for the government sector na atay Civil Service Commission nga mga issuances, no, na dapat ang every institute or every workplace gyud naa siya ginatawag nga drug-free workplace program, and not limited lang sa pag-identify kung naay drug use ba diha sa inyong workplace, but it goes beyond sa identification by doing some random drug testing. Pag ma-identify na to, naapay gitawag nga dapat mo undergo siya og rehabilitation, and then monitoring, and then reintegration, because again, no, ang ato ang gina-emphasize sa ato ang drug use, it is a health problem ang good, treatable siya. So kung tagaan lang nato og kanang insakto nga treatment, ma-treat ra gyud siya. So even in the workplace, we want to implement that program para po sa ilahang mga empleyado, since most of the time sa isa ka empleyado is naa siya sa workplace, and by the data sa Dangerous Drugs Board survey, dako-dako pud nga porsyento nga ang PWOS is working. I think it is 58% sa mga naay drug use problem is working. So mao nang dapat, mo nang atong ginapangusgan pag-implement.
Okay, sir, I have a question from COSAP. Sir, what support mechanisms are available for families affected by substance abuse?
okay, mo to siya ang program sa Cebu City government na siya ginatawag nga Rehabilitation Assistance Program Unit sa akong opisina nga mo-cater na siya sa among our 80 barangays sa Cebu City. And okay, I will mention na lang sa requirements kung basig this live ni siguro, no? But because number one requirement is you have to go to the office, and second requirement, you have to get for barangay certification, and at the same time barangay residency and indigency. So kay atong mga clients, mga tulunggod can really cannot afford rehabilitation. So mo nang problem na to. But based sa among challenges na sa rehabilitation, 80% of them, no, na siya problem sa mental problem na yun. No? So about 20% or 30% kay atong rehabilitation di na madawat og mga mental health problem, no. The second, ang amo lang you have to address the priority of their clients. So first and foremost, amo ginang i-refer sa SOTO, yeah, sa behavioral science. Then after that, for observation, may stable na atong pasyente, then we can transfer them to the rehabilitation facility. So again, early detection is the best, no, kay mo lagi ni ang atong misconception sa atong mga katawhan, no, nga magpa rehab man kung di mo ko buang, no. So ato na walaon siguro sa misconception nga ang atong rehabilitation is dili para sa mga buang. So katong napay mga tarong og kuan kung na kay problem sa pangisip, so it's another special facility, no, which is mo cater sa mental problem.
Siguro wala na yung questions from our media partners na lang siguro, sir. Online, wala. Siguro, to end this kapihan, sir, siguro parting statement or announcement na lang siguro from our panelists.
Okay, for Cebu province, no, nato na mga viewers especially, we have our page, Cebu Provincial Anti-Drug Abuse Division. You can really contact us if ever you need help. If naatay mga kailang gusto magpa-rehabilitate or naa sila yung mga kailang users, drug users na gusto nila i-enroll for rehabilitation, or naa sila yung mga kaila or nakitaan sa ilang silingan or workplace nga naga-push or nagabaligya, no? Naami mga madawat na messages sa among page, and we will of course refer it accordingly. So kung moingon tag naa sila yung mga kaila na mga pushers, no, or pushing nga baligya sa ila ang labi na daghan kay mga mahadlok, no, kay naay mga driver ba karon na nagagamit, no. So you can actually message us sa ato ang sa amo ang Facebook page, and we will refer with our partners, no, sa enforcement, PDEA and PNP, and sa katong mga rehabilitation. For rehabilitation, of course, for free ang services sa ato ang mga barangays. Our 50 LGUs can handle and can give the community-based drug rehabilitation program for free and accessible, no. That would be only at least once a week ang meeting. So pwede pa gyud sila mopadayon og trabaho, mopadayon nga gauban sa ilaang tagsa-tagsa na pamilya with ongoing na rehabilitation. And of course, siguro inyo anang na balitaan, no, na we are planning to open our inpatient drug rehabilitation facility. So New Life Cebu Drug Rehabilitation Center located in Pandacan, Pinamungahan is planned to open on hopefully on November this year, and it will be for male patients, clients, adults, for inpatient and outpatient. Hopefully this November of this year maka-open me to cater our clients nga nanginahanglan gyud, no. So naatay community-based drug rehabilitation program for the lower risks lang, meaning pwede pa sila makauli-uli accordingly sa pag-screen o pag-assess sa ato ang mga PWOODs. And so if naatay mga high risk na mga clients pod, ato silang isulod sa ato ang upcoming na inpatient facility located in Pinamungahan. And of course, idadait, we had our 1 month na program. We will have our currently we are having our drug abuse prevention education with our Barkada Contra Bisyo youth leaders around Cebu province at Quincentennial Hotel today. And we will have our life skills training of trainers at Montebello Hotel this coming June 30 to July 2 for our local youth development officers. Thank you.
In behalf of our Mayor Nestor Archibald, no, we would like to express our gratitude to the PIA, no, for this opportunity. Again, ang naman lang sa Cebu City na we have so much program right now. Aside from the community-based rehabilitation, so nami mga ginatawag nga tong Balay Silangan. So ang Balay Silangan is located in the SRP, no, together with the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. And we have the bigger Balay Silangan coming on sa Guba, no? That was ang budget na is 20 million. So it would be realized na karong third quarter, no, sa 2026. So the more dagan-dagan na itong cater sa Cebu City, no, kung panawagan lang siguro sa family mo na there's still hope, no, or chance pwede na kita makaduho bisan asa, no. Ang ato lang is we have to educate ang atong mga parents. Sumo na nga mong gipangusgan karon kay kani atong mga parents, they must know unsay mga early detection. Sila mismo makabalo sila sa ilang balay, ano. Kaya ang problema po kay basta yung drug addiction dili ginagaisgutan sa pamilya, no. Taguan mo na siya, no. So naana atong COSAP no sa Cebu City Office of Substance Abuse Prevention nga mo cater adto lang mo sa opisina. Atong opisina is located sa City Health Department Office. Thank you.
In behalf sa mga regional director no sa Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency as the lead implementer nining ato ang national anti-drug campaign, the PDEA is always there, you know, sa ato ang mga problema sa ato ang illegal drugs. We have in place several programs in partnership with the local government unit and other national government agency for we have sa ato ang sa ato ang mga non-users to prevent them from being users. We have developed the drug abuse prevention education, drug-free workplace program, and we even trained advocates that to sa ato ang mga LGUs no to be an advocate for sa ilahang mga non-users sa ilang community for them not to be dili ma-appeal dito sa data sa ato ang mga PWODs no. And for the PWODs in partnership with the LGUs and the Department of Health na atay community-based drug rehabilitation program, we have also the treatment and rehabilitation centers and also the general intervention program para katong sa mga low risk nga mga PWODs no. And for the pushers naatay continue gihapon na intensified ang ato ang anti-drug operations. And then for the small time pushers, we have developed this Balay Silangan reformation centers no nga atong ginapa-implement to address their issue sa ilahang pagka-pusher, provided lang na ay mga conditions para maka-enroll sila na nga program, as well as the aftercare and the reintegration ato taning gina-implement. And we are looking forward po sa ato ang mga community responses po sa ato ang cities, municipalities, barangays no naaning mga programaha. So if ever naamoy problema with regards sa using or sa kuan naatay pwedeng duulan na you can see the siguro sa amo ang mga hotlines sa atong Facebook page sa PDEA RO Region 7. And then naatay mga contact numbers dito na pwede nyong i-reach out. Daghang salamat sa PIA po for this opportunity, ma'am. Thank you po.
Yes, and that ends our kapihan for today. In behalf of our regional head, Ms. Payat Rinian, and our assistant regional head, Ms. Rachel Ross, I am Zoana Rose Lopez of the Philippine Information Agency. We would like to thank our guests for today's kapihan from the Cebu Provincial Anti-Drug Abuse Council, from PDEA 7 and from the Cebu City Office of Substance Abuse Prevention. Manghinaot kami nga nakamoy na kutlo na maayong impormasyon gikan sa atong diskusyon. Kami sa PIA anda mohatod ug mohatag kaninyo ug mayong balita gikan sa atong gobyerno. See you next week for another episode of Kapihan.